Are you afraid of fire? Well, you should be. In real life anyway. But in War of the Visions, fire element teams have now become a credible threat, and they are literally everywhere right now. Your mommy, your daddy, even your imaginary girlfriend who ran away, they all use fire teams now. In these dark times, we could all really use a friend. And well, I feel that there is an old, forgotten friend who might be able to help. Hello everybody, this is the Editor Man, and we are here to throw some water on all the fire element teams running around everywhere. And we are gonna do it by relying on a really old character that most people have never even looked at. Miranda is actually a really strong sleeper unit when it comes to dealing with fire teams. And just look at that defense. That is pretty cool. Fire element teams got a big boost with Yuffie, who can nullify even guaranteed hit attacks. But Miranda does not care much about that, because this is the only offensive skill that she needs. Dispelling Thrust has a massive range, can be used 6 times, holy monkey, that's a lot. It deals XL damage, and I mean, how often do you even see that? But the key thing here is that it removes all buffs from the target before dealing damage. Yuffie's guaranteed hit nullify is a buff, so this will remove it first and then it will hit Yuffie, because it is a guaranteed hit attack to begin with. Now Yuffie does have a barrier, so she will absorb the first hit, but thankfully she can't do much about the second one. Miranda can easily 1v1 Yuffie all day, every day, GG, easy, no re. Even Hyoh will have a hard time taking too many hits like this. She also gets access to Courage through her Paladin sub-job, which is always great. And a couple of nice passive abilities too, alongside Magic Reflex. In terms of equipment, she has the Wave Blade as her weapon, a pretty cool piece of gear in terms of what it offers. She also has the Survival Vest, which should help her survive a little longer. This is the TMR I went with. It provides Miranda with agility, and she really does need it, alongside a very nice TMR ability too. As for Trust Stones, I've gone with the defense and magic sets for her to make her a little tankier and to let her hit a little harder. A Vow to Meet again is her main card for the agility, and as it does provide some extra stuff for her. I mean, she is even on the card. The Sotegi Dane is there for all the neat party effects. Slash attack helps Miranda, but the extra 20% HP is pretty much needed, as all of our waifus here have pretty low HP. Summer Elsorel is a rarely seen unit these days, but she remains one of my favorite units. We talked about her quite a bit in the Aerith showcase video, so I won't go on too long now. But all her guaranteed hit attacks will definitely come in handy against evasion. I've gone with Shiva for her Esper, as it provides some additional fire resistance and brings plenty of agility, which would be pretty helpful. Here is the TMR and Trust Stones I've gone with. The TMR can be pretty game-changing in the right situation, if Elsie ever uses it, that is. You really want the guidance of the star somewhere in the main slot of this team, so Elsie gets it. And the Black Rose card is there because more agility is always cute. And finally, we still have Aerith around because I like the unit a lot. You could replace her with Celeste if you have her, or even Astrius, but I've had some pretty clutch battles here and there that Aerith had got me the win in. Again, we have talked about Aerith quite a bit in her showcase video, so I'll keep it brief here. The matchups against fire teams can still be a little complicated on the current map, especially with Hyoh around, but Aerith can definitely help your team stay healthy. The Siren card is there for the extra fire resist and water attack for the party, and the Yuffie card is there, well, for the arena bonus. Well then, will we dominate all the fire teams out there, or will I, the Editor Man, find a way to lose against them anyway? Let's find out. To the table. So, is our water team capable enough to take on this level 140 across the board team? They are fast. Yuffie knows what to do there, putting on the guaranteed hit nullify immediately. Hyoh moving up too. Oh my goodness, this is kind of exciting. Even though we have the elemental advantage here, doesn't mean we have an easy win on our hands. We have the re-raise from Aerith though. Summer Elsie should be an important player for us in this game. Right now, and here's Yuffie immediately moving up. The Blinding Trinity putting up the chip damage, but Hyoh is pretty far away. I don't think he can follow up immediately, but he does have a lot of range on his attacks. Nope, not quite enough range yet. But here's a quicken from Aerith, and Miranda is going to go and do nothing. What? But here's a Fang. Oh my lord, the disable. No. That is going to be a difference maker. Let me tell you right now. I don't even need to. Oh, and Hyoh gets a turn before Aerith. That is not good. I feel like that's going to be the end for Elsie, at least for Courage. Oh, no. Nope, not yet. They are still in there. And here's not the Courage proccing yet. So here's the bursting light, but not enough damage, and did not even hit Hyoh. And here's another disable. Miranda is just a walking ragdoll at the moment, and Aerith is getting punched in the face by Yuffie. But here's a quicken, and here's a limit break. This needs to do a lot here. This needs to do a lot, but Hyoh, remember, AoE resist, a lot of resist on him. How well will he take this hit? And he takes it really well. Look at that. And the heal too, the firm resolve, and the heat dive. Miranda's still hanging in there. And our King Mon is all out of AP, as is Yuffie, and barely surviving. That is going to be an important point in this game, because Aerith was able to channel the heal in time. And here's a bursting light from our Summer Elsorel, and that puts down King Mon, and Hyoh is almost gone too. Miranda is finally not disabled anymore. She can actually do something. And Hyoh, what do you have here? What do you have left? Here's a summon from him. This needs to do a lot, but he's going to at least try and help Yuffie before he goes down. That Odin summon does reasonable damage. Yeah, that's a lot of damage for sure, but it's not enough. It's not enough, and Aerith is still there, but she's not going to get a chance before Yuffie. And can Yuffie put her down before that? And finally Aerith goes down. She has played a very good role, but that is enough. Yuffie can't handle this on her own. Summer Elsorel is going to put her down. Let's see what Kiwi Stings brings to the table here. If their fire team is, you know, somehow unique in a way, I expect high standards from Kiwi Stings. He's like apparently some sort of auto tournament champion. So they have King Mon, they have Yuffie, they have Sorrow. The discount Sephiroth is there, not Hyoh though, which is disappointing. I want to face more Hyoh teams, but she is getting her buff online, Yuffie, with a guaranteed hit nullify, and hopefully our water team will have a better time this time around. Hopefully Aerith can stay back. You know, Aerith, just don't get involved, okay? Here comes Sorrow with the binding javelin. What in the world? You don't see that often, but she has her hate down, so at the very least, they won't be targeting her too much. Here's Yuffie. She's gonna troublemaker both of our girls, but here comes a bursting light from Summer Elsorel. That's a lot of damage. And King Mon and Sorrow, they're both are going to go down pretty quickly if that keeps up. But they are putting the hurt slowly on our team. And are they going to stay alive with Yuffie chaining them down? She is. And here comes Aerith going to go for her limit break for sure. And thankfully, the re-raise hasn't kicked in for Summer Elsorel, nor the courage has been procced yet for Miranda. So this could be the game changer that we needed. King Mon is definitely down. Here comes Summer Elsie, the unbursting light from her. Yuffie still has her buff online, but she is going to have to climb a huge mountain here. The windstorm on everybody, but everybody is still alive. Here comes a bit of praying from Aerith, and she is not healing, a quicken. She is not afraid of Yuffie, and I guess she was right. That is how these matchups should usually go in the favor of the water team. Let's see. What does this Hyoh team have for us? It's the team that gets the full benefit from the Hyoh card. So we at least might see something a little different. No Yuffie. And this might not even be an evasion team. But Sorrow is there. He might be able to evade a little bit here and there or something like that. And King Mon, obviously, a very important piece of this puzzle. He can tank even water teams pretty well. But eventually he'll go down. But he can tank it pretty well. He has that heal that goes off when he's damaged a little too much. But here's Aerith putting the hate down. You know, she wants everybody to do this for her. So let's see if we can do that for her. Grace of Eternal Friendship from our Miranda. She has her barrier online. We have our buffs online. And hopefully we won't get disabled or something. And here's the first attack. And an unevadable pain from our Summer Elsorel. Not necessary to try to do that to King Mon. But here's the Dispelling Thrust. And that is enough. That is enough damage to put him down. Here's a quicken from Aerith. Oh, Miranda is just going off here. That's a lot of damage. Hyoh hasn't done anything, and he's already almost gone. The Burning Dive does not do a lot on Summer Elsorel, and she is going to proc his courage immediately. The Firm Resolve does not heal enough, and Sorrow is going to try and keep putting the hurt on Summer Elsorel, but that is enough. Aerith says that is enough. She is bringing the healing, and that is going to full heal our Summer Elsorel. And here's another Dispelling Thrust from Miranda. That is enough to put Hyoh down. Oh no, Hyoh. And here is our limit break. Summer Elsorel is taking Sorrow to the beach. And you know what happens when you go to the beach with Summer Elsorel? Apparently you get lost in a tornado. And he actually tanked it pretty well. That was very well tanked from Sorrow. You don't expect to see that. I expect to see him destroyed by that. But here is the Dispelling Thrust from Miranda, and another prayer from Aerith is going to heal up our Summer Elserel, and that should be enough. I don't think Sorrow has a prayer when it comes to this match, and he is going to bring Ramuh into this. You didn't need to do that, Summer Elsie. Come on. Put some respect to Sorrow, okay? Just give him some respect. He doesn't deserve it, but give him some respect. You don't need to bring Grandpa from the Lightning Grandpa into this, but she did, and that'll put him down. That is enough. So a very comfortable performance from the Water team. But how is this matchup going to pan out this time? Is Hyoh going to be the difference maker here? They have all the vision cards, they have all the dark cards and Hyoh's card, everything. They have what I think this might be as good as Hyoh can be in this particular setup anyway. Well, we'll see what Yuffie can bring to the table and if King Mont can do something. And Way of the Void, oh, that is interesting. That's an interesting TMR choice, I think. I don't think that's a skill that King Mont already has, but we have our setup online. The re-raise on Summer Elsie, and the stuff on Miranda is online too. The courage and everything else. So what is going to happen? Hyoh is isolated kind of there, but here comes the Dispelling Thrust from Miranda, almost putting him down immediately. Not a lot of HP on that Hyoh. And here's a quicken from our Aerith, but she is not in range of anybody. She might be going for a title calling here. She is. Okay, that's fine too. Hyoh is going to get a turn. The Windstorm comes out, and that's a lot of damage. Okay, so you can see the difference that all the dark cards make when you have them all lined up properly. Here's the Limit Break, the Rising Nova. Is that the name? I think I forgot to check. But oh, that is not a lot of damage. Miranda tanked that pretty well. Our Aerith is going to channel a heal. Hyoh goes down in the meantime, and our Elserel is going to channel something too. But here comes the Holy Prayer. She did not heal herself. That is not smart, Aerith. Why don't you heal herself? Or maybe our Summer Elserel moved out of the way. And this is going to put Aerith down. So, oh my goodness. And our Miranda is almost down too. But here comes our Miranda with the Dispelling Thrust. But they are going to put down King Mont. But oh my goodness. This does not look good. They are both going to get hurt here. Our Summer Elserel needs to do something. She's going to get a turn here. What's she going to do? She's going to go for Unevadable Pain. That does not seem like the right move. But our Miranda is going to follow that up with the Dispelling Thrust. And that is going to get us the win. Again, a very tough match there, but Hyoh did not do anything. But when Aerith goes down, our chances of winning do significantly go down with her. What Mycedia here brings to the table, if it is the guy that we're thinking of, or it could be just some other person, it's always possible. They have Hyoh, they have Sorrow, they have the more typical team that Hyoh would prefer because of his vision card. They all get the benefit from it, and they are pretty fast. They are faster, very fast. Besides everything, they are faster than the other girls, but here we go. They are getting their buffs online slowly. Will Hyoh be the boogeyman this time around is what we want to see, because he is dangerous. Remember, keep that in mind. Very dangerous unit, that one. In the right circumstances. I just feel we haven't seen the right circumstances enough. And let's see, King Mont is going to put on his proclamation, get the hate, going to move forward. This map is very awkward to move around on if you don't have a lot of jump, as we can see. Another title calling, just getting the buff again. That's not great. But Hyoh could be in range of Summer Elsie here. And our Aerith in the back. And that's a lot of damage. Aerith is still alive though. Here, Dispelling Thrust. Almost knocking off King Mont immediately. But here comes the healing. They're all bunched up together, which I don't really like. But the healing is nice. Hopefully Aerith can stick into this game. As long as she's there, we have a very good chance of winning. But here comes King Mont. The claws of the young lion. Not enough damage yet. But here comes our Summer Elserel. And Hyoh might be in a bit of danger too, but his AoE resist, again, always keep in mind, he is able to stack that quite a bit. So he should be able to survive this. And the other ones are not going to survive. The King Mont is gone. Sorrow is almost gone, but he is going to put the hurt on. And Hyoh is going to follow it up with the Burning Dive. Oh, Lord. He kind of deleted everyone. Oh, my goodness. And she might get a chance. She might get a chance. No, Summer Elserel does not get a chance to do anything. And now you guys got to see what he can do. My goodness. These things all along. But here we go. The match is up online. Tifa, Snow, and Perrine. The strike team is here. How is our ragtag bunch of girls who are meant to just face off against fire teams going to handle this? Hopefully we will put up a good fight. Might even put out a victory from somewhere. It's always possible. Anything is possible. At least we won't have to deal with any evasion. If nothing else, I don't think this Tifa is going to be an evadey Tifa this time. We have our buffs online. Tifa is coming up. Fist teams, you can't really resist strike-based attacks too much, and they are going to hit hard. But Aerith is there. Perrine is slowly coming up from the back. Hopefully we'll be able to do something in Dispelling Thrust that puts a bit of damage on Snow, and here comes the unavoidable pain from Summer Elserel, but Snow's courage and his healing procs up, and that's a lot of damage. Did you see that? That's a chunky bit of damage. Snow might proc Summer Elserel's re-raise already, and she might get a turn quicker because of the CT up, and nope, not fast enough. Oh goodness, the motherly punishment. The mommy is already coming up from behind it. She's going to put Summer Elserel into the ground, and it's all down to Miranda, and they are so fast. My goodness, Miranda super quick. Miranda not quick enough, even though she should be. But here is Aerith. She's going to try and heal her up. Miranda is in a lot of danger. She did not take that hit from Tifa really well at all. Even with the healing, here comes Mommy. Mommy's going to put Miranda down. As you can see, even though Miranda and Summer Elserel had a lot of defense, they just can't do anything. And here's Aerith trying to swing her staff at Tifa. The cat fight from FF7 has begun once again, but I think Tifa has her number here. So the strike team putting our water team to the sword. That was, well, that went as well as I could have expected.